Hello friends, it's the Stitches. Today I finally have a new DIY for you. I'm going to show you how to make a super simple lined tote bag that's incredibly sturdy, and how to decorate them in 3 different ways. Everything in this tutorial came from my scrap bin, so this is a great way to use up any small pieces of fabric you don't know what to do with. For each bag, you need 4 rectangles of fabric in the dimensions you want the final bag to be, but don't forget seam allowance. 2 of those rectangles are for the outer fabric, and the other 2 are for the lining. The 2 sets don't have to match, but I find it's best to stick to one specific color palette for the whole bag. In addition, you will need 2 long, skinny rectangles for the straps. We'll start with my pink and red playing card bag. I had these red felt hearts that I originally bought to be photography props, but they'll work perfect for this project. I hand embroidered these to my outer fabric rectangles using the same method that I describe in my felt patch DIY video that I'll link below. I was challenged to use the decorative stitches on my machine, and since playing cards usually have some type of border, I picked this blocky, loopy looking stitch and made a rectangle around my heart patches. We'll set this aside for now. And now for my balloon applique patch. This is good for using up tiny little pieces. I cut 3 different scraps into balloon-ish shapes and carefully pinned them to my outer fabric square. Next, we satin stitch around the edges to secure it. I like to use a contrasting thread color to give it a cartoon outline feel. And this is where my sewing machine decided to break down out of stress. So I sent my poor Rachel off for a spa day at the sewing machine repair shop, where she got a nice attention disc polish and realignment. After that, she was feeling much better, and I got my big cartoony balloons that I finished off with some ribbon bows. Our final bag is a good way to use up pompoms, beads, and other semi-useless baubles you may have impulse collected and now don't know what to do with. Again, we're going to use the satin stitch, only this time we'll use some sort of transparent fabric square and leave a gap on our first pass. Add the baubles, and seal it up the rest of the way. This pom-pom arrangement kind of reminds me of a gumball machine. To turn these designs into tote bags, we'll sew up the sides and bottom of the outer fabric and inner lining separately. Then we'll tuck them into each other after turning the outer fabric right sides out. And then iron and pin the top seam into place with the straps, which are constructed by folding them long ways, right sides together, ironing, stitching, and turning them right side out with a bodkin or a safety pin. After the top seam is secured, your tote bag is done. These can be decorated in so many ways, can eviscerate your fabric scrap and bauble hoard, and they make great gifts year-round. Plus, you know, reusable bags, sustainability. We love it. I hope this inspires somebody to make something. I hope everyone has a good day, and I will see you all next time. Bye!